I should have had another piece of that Nando's corn on the cob. I wonder if it's still in the storeroom.
I don't know how we'll get in there, but...
What are you laughing at? The what?
So hot. That when I said to Dave, I told him as a joke, if you go on Friday, can I have a treat day?
Yeah.
Do you know what the ironic thing was?
Go on. You meant it.
No. That when we were doing that Save Yourself task, I thought to myself, right, if I'd have... Because by that point, I thought John James and I had been disqualified and actually Rachel was going to win it.
Yeah.
I actually thought to myself, well, if I get evicted on Friday, I will actually give my treat day to Dave in the hopes he does get his letter untranslated.
That was a good effort.
I can't remember an August in England for many years now where it's actually been hot in the evening. What's happening to this global warming? It's supposed to get warmer.
I know. 1 o'clock, is that all? Is that all? It's well late. Usually if we was at home now, I probably would have been in bed at 10.
Is that what time you go to bed?
Just depends. If I've got out to do and I'm knackered, go up at 8:30 if I'm tired.
There's no more alcohol left.
Depends what I'm doing, if it's out on telly.
Would Rachel also go to bed late or early as well, or?
She starts work at like 5 in the morning. She's up at 4 o'clock.
What does she do?
She works like in a food place, like cooking food for like Chiquitos and Frankie and Benny's and all the...
They'll probably all feel against you now.
Unless you don't see you, John.
Oh, they'll probably fucking...
They say Rachel as well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably cop a smack in the face, but I wouldn't hold any grudges. I wouldn't hold any grudges against anyone in here, because in here would be people are under different pressures in here to what they would be on the outside. Like Benny, there were certain things that I disagreed with in here, but on the outside world, you wouldn't have any of those problems with him on the outside world, because none of those situations would come up about teamwork or anything like that. You don't care if your mates are into teamwork on the outside, because you haven't got to do tasks with them in order to win a shopping budget. So things like that.
Fucking good job.
Like, yeah, stuff like that wouldn't bother me on the outside world. It only bothered me in here. So I think Benny would be a loyal, good mate to have on the outside.
He's so funny, and he bad.
Did you agree with that, Davo?
Yeah, I think so.
All the things that piss me off about Benny wouldn't piss me off on the outside world, because those things wouldn't exist.
Because you wouldn't have to live with him.
Yeah.
It was basically just.
But I do think that he would be a loyal friend on the outside. Everything he said he was on the outside, I do believe him. I believe that he would, to a certain extent, do the things that he would do on the outside. But just because you're in here constantly under a microscope, so.
You did crack me up. And he's playing that
The piano. Oh, that's hilarious.
It was like watching Frankenstein's mother play it, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know how he
There's just no emotion whatsoever.
How he manages to keep a straight face.
That'd be it, yeah.
A lot of good characters have left, haven't they? Sunshine, Jovan, Shabs.
Have you noticed that most arguments me and you have, I always win?
You don't win. I just backed down from you because I couldn't be bothered. Do you know that you're the only person on the planet that I've ever backed down from in an argument? Ever.
Why is that?
Because you just don't understand. I've never met anyone that doesn't understand. And you don't get to a point where you try and reach an agreement. You get nasty. Like where you want to... You tried to kick me. You got violent. I've never had an argument with someone that gets violent. You kick me. Right in the gonads.
It's pretty single-minded, gotta be said.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks, Dave.
It's alright.
Me and you
That
could
was
have,
no
me and you
strings
could have had
attached,
some
that was.
real beauties in here.
Oh god, yeah.
Me and you could have like got to the point where it would have got bad.
One of us would have to be ejected.
Yeah.
Probably me.
I would have said,
Definitely me.
I think I would have said some harsh because I'm the sort of person that just follows someone around, and you would have tried to escape, but
I
I
would
would
have taken a swing.
I would have just kept going. Even if you were on the toilet, I still would have been at the toilet door.
Oh, I would have definitely taken a swing.
Yeah. But just
That
because,
would've-
but just because you were my friend right from the beginning, because like I clicked with Jovan and then you weaseled your way in and that.
What are you on about? Oh my god, you cheeky prick.
Yeah. So,
you weaseled your way in. It's
So
just
I was
me and Jave.
so as I was
We were quite
I
happy.
was obliged to take you under my wing when Jovan left.
Oh, is that what you thought? You just swoop in, is it?
Yeah, and so yeah, had a little love for you right from the beginning, I guess. So I was willing to be a little bit lenient with you.
It was really strange that Jovan left, wasn't it?
Yeah. Really weird.
Josie went into shock. Do you know, Josie was that confident that he was staying. We were organising whose bed we were going to take. Now, if Benny goes, we'll take his bed, we'll swap it round here, we'll grab his duvet, grab his pillow, he's pack his suitcase. Johnny, you can switch beds with Jovan. Josie will get a double bed to herself, then Jovan can move into your bed. Yeah, it's all sweet. Jovan left and fuck all happened. That's how confident people were that he was staying.
I wonder why you backed down from me. That's so funny, isn't it?
Because you get to a point where I feel a bit sorry for you, to be honest.
Why? Why? Because I get that frustrated.
Yeah,
What's that?
that's my hand.
Oh.
Yeah, no, yeah, you get really frustrated to the point where
Where
I get a lot of arguments with Mum and she cops it, and then but then she gets to the point where you get to, and like when you just started like kicking stuff like in the bed, you like had like a little fit. Fuck off! And kick the bed and that. Like you just started kicking the mattress. That's when I knew you were frustrated. You like this. Like a washing machine in the bed. And I was like, oh, she angry.
I used to have these bits all the time.
Yeah, that's what you did. Yeah. Fuck off, John. I'm going to say something I'm going to fucking regret and I'm going to be ejected.
No.
That's what you said?
I'm going to do something.
Yeah, I'm going to do something. Yeah, I'm like, oh, she's going to swing at me. Like, Josie, you're right. Fuck off!
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah. But yeah, you reminded me of my mum when I did that, and that's when I felt bad. It's not about making people throw fits in the Big Brother house. It's not about dragging Sunshine across and getting her falafel out and then saying,
Yeah, but I think if I would have started crying, I think you would have carried on.
no way. No, I don't like seeing people cry.
You did with Rachel.
No, I never saw Rachel cry. Never did I see Rachel cry. And I swear to God, I don't believe in God, but I'm going to
She
swear on
ran
you now.
out into the bathroom crying.
I never saw that. I seriously never saw that. But you gotta give credit where credit's due. When I felt as though she was upset, and I just ignored her at the beginning. I didn't go her at the start. I just ignored her, and she said, and I said to her, "Are you alright?" And she's like, "You have a problem with me, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Do you want to whisper, John?
Oh, sorry. I said.
Everyone's trying to go to sleep.
I said I don't. That's pretty much it.
Can't whisper, can you?
I'm listening. John, keep speaking loud.
Oh.
I'm listening.
And I said to her, I said, I pretty much, I don't really like you. I said, if you want to talk about it in the lounge room, we'll talk about it in the lounge room. So we went into the lounge room, and that's when me and Rach went into the lounge room and have a private chat. And I told her exactly what I said. I said, I felt as though you were giving people those looks, right, etc., etc. And she's like, yep, I understand. She admitted to looking at people like that. So, like when Corin and you say that you never saw that, well, she admitted it. So,
She said, "Yeah, I do give people those looks. It's not what I intend." I said, but you got to understand.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just said I never saw
I said,
it.
from my point of view, that looks to me as though you're looking at people like they're a piece of shit.
Cool, that was a lovely glass of water you got me.
That's right. And yeah. And she goes, well, if we could just call it quits, and because I might be going tomorrow or whatever. I said, yeah, it's fine.
Oh, good point.
But yeah, but she did admit to looking at people like that, Davo.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Where is it going on there? Do you think on the outside world you're still
Right. Yeah.
I'll be up for my exercises in the morning.
Yeah.
The regime
Yeah.
have stepped up a little bit. Got to be said.
Got to be
I've
said.
now brought something new into my exercise regime
Yeah, because I
called
can't argue.
jogging.
Yeah, I know.
It's a new concept.
You can't get going.
You basically walk a little bit quicker
It's nasty.
to the point
Yeah.
that your feet are always in the air. Yeah, when you're doing like 5 minutes
That's why I can't
session,
get a nose like you can.
but it's a new
Yeah, I know.
thing. Makes you sweat more. I noticed that.
Taking a real that. That's very nice. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Do what?
You tried to wake
No.
quite a few times
No.
to see how far you could push.
No. No. I do that to people, but no, I didn't do that to you. When or what?
He said she was going to leave me, so I rolled my eyes, which I know that. You were trying to say how far you could push from that. My personal opinion of that.
No. I just,
You were trying to urge.
no, I just couldn't get over the fact that, one, I had no one to talk to, and two, I generally thought that you didn't care. But now, I'm turned into that person now. If someone did that now, I'd be jealous. Unless it was. I just go, meh.